Coco Gauff shocking struggles versus Jessica Pegula at WTA Finals. What went wrong? The lights of the WTA Finals in Riyadh blaze like a constellation stitched into the desert night sky. Inside the massive Kingdom Arena, the energy was thunderous. Thousands of fans cheering, cameras flashing, commentators whispering with excitement. Two of America's brightest stars stood on opposite sides of court. On one baseline, Coco Gauff, the brilliant young champion whose meteoric rise had electrified the world. On the other, Jessica Pegula, the composed world number 5, the tactician known for her steady nerves and impeccable discipline. Everyone expected fireworks. Everyone expected a tight, high-quality showdown. No one expected the unraveling that was about to unfold. The question that echoed through the arena, the broadcast booths, and social media was simple. What went wrong with Coco Gauff tonight? The answer was anything but simple. When greatness feels heavy. Coco had walked onto the court with confidence, but also with something extra, something heavy, something she couldn't shake. Pressure. Her season had been long, emotional, and triumphant. She had fought battles on and off the court, carried the expectations of fans, and represented the future of American tennis. But tonight, something in her heart felt off rhythm. The atmosphere felt bigger than usual. The stakes felt sharper. And the moment she reached the baseline, the weight of expectation pressed down on her shoulders. Pegula, meanwhile, stood calm, breathing steady, eyes cold and focused. She had nothing to prove. She was ready. She was in control. Coco felt the storm before anyone else saw it. The first serve that told the story. The match began with Coco serving. Her toss looked slightly too high. Her footwork slightly too rigid. Her timing slightly behind. She swung. Double fault. The crowd murmured, confused but patient. Another serve. Another toss. Another swing. Double fault. The murmurs turned into gasps. Something was wrong. But Coco tried to smile it off, tried to pretend nothing was happening. She bounced the ball. She breathed. She fought. But the fear began creeping in. And fear is a cruel opponent. Pegula's razor-sharp awareness. Pegula instantly sensed the cracks. She didn't gloat. She didn't rush. She simply stepped into the door that Coco had cracked open. With each return, Pegula pushed Coco back. With each rally, she tested her footwork. With each serve, she forced Gauff to think instead of react. Jessica Pegula wasn't overpowering Coco. She was outsmarting her. And Coco knew it. The scoreboard turned bleak far too quickly. 3-0, 4-1, 5-1. Pegula was playing clean, calculated tennis. Coco was fighting against herself. The storm inside Coco. By the time she sat down at the changeover, Coco felt her heartbeat pounding through her chest. Her hands were shaking. Her mind was racing with 1,000 thoughts. Why is my toss off? Why can't I settle? What's happening? Why now of all nights? She wasn't injured. She wasn't unprepared. She wasn't outmatched in talent. She was overwhelmed. Tennis is physical, yes, but it is mental first. Tonight, her mind betrayed her. Her serve, the stroke she had rebuilt and refined, abandoned her completely. Double fault after double fault after double fault. And Pegula? She stayed steady, quiet, unshakable. The first set ended 6-1. Desperation in the desert. The second set began with hope. Coco landed a strong serve. She hit a powerful backhand. She started moving with more rhythm. For a moment, the crowd believed this would become a match again. But then, a nervous toss, a hesitation, a swing that came a fraction too late. Double fault number 9. The arena went silent. Even Pegula looked momentarily sympathetic. She knew Coco wasn't just missing shots. She was drowning under pressure. And no player, no matter how great, is immune to drowning. Pegula broke Coco's serve again. The match was slipping away, point by point, serve by serve, breath by breath. Pegula's masterclass. Pegula didn't play flashy tennis tonight. She played smart tennis. Every ball she hit had purpose. Every step she took was measured. Every rally she controlled with intelligent precision. She wasn't trying to crush Coco. She was simply executing her game plan, and Coco was too overwhelmed to stop her. Pegula's clean baseline control, Pegula's consistent serve, Pegula's mental calm. These three weapons were enough to tear the match out of Coco's hands. What went wrong? Pegula didn't go wrong. Coco's confidence did. The rally that revealed the truth. At 4-1 in the second set, they played the longest rally of the night. 25 shots, backhand cross courts, forehands into corners, defensive scrambles, brilliant footwork. Coco hit the final winner, a blazing forehand down the line, and the stadium erupted. For a moment, the champion inside her emerged. For a moment, the storm quieted. For a moment, she believed again. But as she stepped to the baseline to serve, her hand trembled, her breath stuttered, her mind raced. Double fault number 14. Double fault number 15. The moment was lost. Pegula didn't need to celebrate. She simply walked to the opposite baseline with quiet understanding. She knew the match was hers. The final collapse. At 5-1, Coco stepped up to serve again. She tossed the ball. Double fault number 16. Gasps. She tried again. Double fault number 17. The final heartbreak. Pegula finished the match with one last clean winner. 6-1, 6-1. A scoreline no one could have predicted, but the numbers didn't tell the story. The expression on Coco's face did. She wasn't defeated by Pegula. She was defeated by her own nerves. At the net, Coco walked to the net slowly, eyes glossy, heart heavy. Pegula approached with a soft expression, not victorious, but compassionate. You played hard, Pegula said quietly. Bad days happen. You'll bounce back. Coco nodded silently, fighting tears. Pegula squeezed her arm, a gesture of veteran solidarity. This wasn't rivalry. This was humanity. What really went wrong? Commentators tried to answer the question. Fans tried to analyze. Experts speculated. Pegula's perspective. Pegula, meanwhile, spoke with quiet dignity. Coco is unbelievable, she said. She had a tough night. We all have tough nights. I stayed steady, that was the difference. She refused to take pleasure in a victory born from her opponent's struggle. That was Jessica Pegula. Class, respect, calm. Aftermath. The night Coco will remember. Long after the crowd left, Coco stayed awake in her hotel room. She replayed the match in her mind. Each double fault, each moment of hesitation, each emotional crack. It hurt. It stung. It left scars. But scars strengthen. Scars remind. Scars teach. This night would not define her. It would refine her. Coco Gauff wasn't broken. She was growing. Final reflection. What truly went wrong? Nothing went wrong with Coco's talent. Nothing went wrong with her preparation. Nothing went wrong with her physical game. What went wrong was human. Mental. Emotional. Pressure cracked her rhythm. Nerves destroyed her serve. Expectation clouded her mind. But champions rise from nights like this. And Coco Gauff is a champion. Jessica Pegula deserved her victory. Calm, flawless, focused. Coco deserved her growth. Painful, humbling, transformative. The world saw Coco struggle. But what they will see next is her comeback. Because heartbreak is temporary. Champions rise again. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share. Till next time.